AI headshot generators promise professional-looking headshots in as little as 1 hour, all for the fraction of the cost of hiring a real-life studio photographer. But of the seemingly dozens of generators out there, all promising the exact same thing, which of these apps should you use? Hi, if you're new here, my name is Waldo, and I am your guide in the ever-growing world of AI. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I down-selected the top 3 AI headshot generators, my personal experience going through each of them, including the results I got, and finally, which one I would recommend for you. Researching for this video, I read many top 10 lists, but none of them really told me which one was the best one I should use. So what I did was compare each of the lists against each other, where I counted how many times a generator would make the most appearances. For example, from the 5 most reputable articles, I counted Aragon AI at the #1 spot, followed by Secta AI, and then headshotpro. However, when I looked into Secta AI, this was priced at almost $50 for the service, which compared to Aragon AI and headshotpro, around only $35 and $29. For that reason, I decided to take out Secta AI and put in another generator app that was closer to this price range, but also had quite a bit of an interesting premise. And that was that it used real photographers and real editors to touch up on the AI generated images. Our top contender and what seems to be the most popular app is Aragon AI. They claim to be the most realistic AI headshot generator and imply they are one of the largest apps given their over 15 million generated. For their most basic plan, the starter option, it is $35 for 20 headshots in only 60 minutes, which is a service I opted for. More importantly, they offer refunds, which in order to qualify must be done within 7 days. Their submission process was quite simple. First, there were some questions around my persona, including my gender, my age, my eye color, my hair color, and my ethnicity. These are all inputs that help better train the AI. Next came a bunch of tips to consider before uploading the selfies. Many of these were kind of obvious, but some of them I found quite relevant, like using varied backgrounds and having consistency with accessories such as your glasses. Since Aragon only asks for a minimum of 6 pictures, those 6 pictures better follow all of these tips because you have less chances to train the AI correctly. Finally, we get to upload the pictures. Regardless of the app, I always submit the maximum number of pictures, which for Aragon AI is 10. However, after the AI analyzed my submission of 10 selfies, it only accepted 6 of them. I'm not sure if the AI only takes the best 6 of the 10 photos, or perhaps it rejected 4 of my photos. Lastly, the AI asked me some final questions about me, my line of work, and why I'm needing headshots. This is probably just for Aragon to better understand who their customers are. Taking a look at the results, I was first surprised that they upgraded my package to the premium one that included 100 photos. Remember, we only paid for the package of 20 headshots. As expected from any AI headshot generator app, many of the results lack a true resemblance to me. They may have some small distortions, such as making my head too small, my face too small for my head, and in some cases the wrong eye color. But don't worry about some of these odd textures you see in the preview. They mostly go away when looking at the individual image. Overall, it was interesting to see how the AI modified my smile. I think it did an overall good job giving me almost seemingly perfect teeth and modifying how big my smile was in some cases. Of the 100 photos, I saved 5 to my favorites and only 2 of them I really liked. To close out Aragon, I would say that the service was worth it for the money I paid. I knew I wasn't going to get any amazing headshots, but just getting 1 or 2 would have been worth it for me, which I believe I did get that after all. Next up is headshotpro, another popular AI headshot generator in many top 10 lists. headshotpro differentiates itself by focusing specifically on AI headshots with professionals in mind, including those in the medical and real estate industries. Perfect for your LinkedIn profile. Check out this video if you want to use AI to create a stellar LinkedIn profile. From their site, they claim over 11 million AI headshots generated, which is a few million short compared to what Aragon stated. They also state various well-known companies that use their services, which sounds great and is somewhat reassuring. For their most basic plan, the small photo shoot is $29 for 40 headshots in 2 hours. This is double the headshots compared to Aragon's cheapest package and about $5 cheaper. Fortunately as well, headshotpro also offers refunds, which needs to be done within 14 days and also requires not having downloaded any of the AI headshots generated. Like Aragon, their submission process is quite easy and simple, with a few caveats. First, they don't showcase tips, but instead have seemingly strict requirements that are almost like big warning signs. These even have timers on them to increase the chances of you reading them. Some noteworthy requirements include how they only need one upper body shot and 16 plus photos of your face. This was pretty different than the other two apps I used, especially since I couldn't even reuse the same photos I uploaded to Aragon earlier. After a few more time screens with some general tips and examples of what good pictures look like and what bad ones look like, a similar profiling survey comes up asking me almost the same questions that Aragon did earlier. Then the app prompted me to select the one background and the one specific outfit I for sure wanted to include in the AI headshots. Finally, we get to the submission of the photos, which as I mentioned, most of my original photos were rejected. These were mostly upper body pictures and did not meet the full face requirements. Guess who didn't read the requirements carefully despite the forced timer, eh? In any case, I took some more pictures here in my studio office and finished the upload. However, sad to say, I must have messed up somewhere because the results I got were, well, you can see for yourself. As you can see from the results, a lot of the pictures do look like me, but they're definitely not me. For example, this guy is not me at all. This guy over here has very distinct crow's feet. In some cases, this is a smile is not very well done. Here, this head is too small. But overall, I just could not find a picture that I liked going through all of these. Let's just say that my experience with headshotpro is inconclusive at best. Last in our list, and a bit different from the last two contenders, is Studio Shot AI. Studio Shot counts on only 500,000 AI headshots generated, which falls way short to the over 10 million for each Aragon and Headshot Pro. However, their main differentiator is that their headshot services are managed by real photographers, even offering infinite retouches done by their team. Unlike the previous two apps, Studio Shot AI only has one price for individuals, but they do offer some level of discounts for group or team purchases. They also explain that they produce better than average results compared to real live photo shoots, specifically because they have full control over the virtual lighting, the backdrop, the pose, the haircut, etc. But what do you think? Do you reckon that AI-only apps such as those from Aragon and Headshot Pro can deliver better results than Studio Shot AI that combines the power of AI with real-life work experience? Let's find out. Okay, so by now you know the drill. You select your desired style, you review a few tips, or in this case, the app's called them guidelines, what looks good, what looks bad, and then you get to upload 12 to 25 pictures. I, of course, uploaded the max of 25 pictures using a mix of upper body and facial ones. It's worth noting that 3 of the 25 pictures got hung up in the validation stage, so I simply refreshed the page and continued on with only 22 of them. To wrap up the submission, like the other two apps, there was a brief survey about me, but it was really short, asking me only 2 things, my gender and my eye color. That's it. Now, all I had to do was wait 2 business days since real people needed to work on these, and then I got my results. Looking at the results, the first thing I noticed is that all of the pictures do look a lot like me. I can't say for sure, but my guess is that Studio Shot leverages AI mostly to generate the attire, the virtual background, and perhaps the visual lighting effects. I also couldn't help but notice that all of the pictures perhaps use the same non-smiling face. Maybe this is on purpose because it is known that AI, as of today, generally has a hard time generating human teeth and fingers. Or maybe my smile didn't just make the cut. In any case, I don't mind this. Overall though, I had a higher success rate with Studio Shot AI. Of the 46 images it produced, I ended up liking 7 of them compared to the 5 and 0 from the previous apps. As you can imagine, my recommendation after personally using and paying for these services out of my own pocket is Studio Shot AI. Their approach to AI generated headshots gave me the results I was most comfortable with and also gave me the highest number of usable headshots. Turns out that mixing AI with professional work experience may be the best approach after all. However, if you truly wanted to have the AI generate these headshots of you, I would say that Aragon AI did a pretty good job coming up with a few artistic and very interesting headshots of me. Massive thanks for reaching the end of this video. If you found this video helpful in any way, let me know by clicking the like button below. If you want me to review other AI headshot generator apps or maybe any other AI tool, comment below. See you in the next video.